Well, happy Monday, business communication students. This is Mr. Doucette, and this is week number 9 here at Cerritos College in our managerial or business communications class. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the assignments that you completed last week, and then, of course, take a look at what you guys need to get done this week. This is week 9 in our course. I think it's a 15-week course, so we have 6 to go. So we're winding up pretty quickly here. Probably the biggest thing is, of course, the writing assignments that you've been doing. So I wanted to just point out, last week your writing assignment was to reformat a memo or a letter and a letter, and most of you did a good, decent job on the actual formatting. But one thing that you didn't do was to add a lot of design elements to improve readability that chapter 6 discusses, and that was the whole purpose of really emphasizing chapter 6. So I wanted you to take what you learned in chapter 6 and apply it to those various documents. And so as you can see, many of you, I went ahead and I included a sample of a memo and a letter reformatted, the same exact assignment, just so you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to using design elements to improve readability. And I wanted to let you know to continue to do that in all of your writing assignments going forward. And I really highly recommend that you watch the Zoom session that we just did last Tuesday on business writing, because it really kind of lays it out there. It was a week late. I should have did it the week before, so I apologize. But please watch that video. I think it's about 30-40 minutes long, but it's worth the watch. It'll tell you everything you need to know and everything I'm looking for in all of your writing assignments, and it will help you to get a much better grade if you implement what I suggest. So make sure you do that. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And here we are. I'm going to come down here. We're actually in module number 3. This week ends module number 3. So I'm going to select that, and that should load our modules page, which I highly recommend you always use the modules page. I actually added the business writing Zoom session as a must view before completing last week's assignments. I'm going to move that down to this week in case you haven't watched it. And so this week we're going to be covering 2 chapters, chapters 7 and chapter 8. And so have a quiz on both of those chapters. We have an email practice, a little self-assessment, and also an implementing social media policy at work. And then you're getting into your formatting of an email writing assignment, which isn't too difficult. You'll see all you're going to be doing is it gives you an image of an email. In fact, we'll look at it right now. And I want you to download the image, and I want you can download them right here. And I want you to do 2 things. And this is how I'll know whether you watch this video or not. On the left side, over here on the left column, I want you to identify the major areas of an email. And I'll tell you what they are right now. The top part is a title block. The middle part is the body of the message, and then the bottom part is the signature block. That's all you really need to know. On the right side, however, I want you to tell me why this is a poor email based on what it's pointing to, and then why this is a good email based on what it is pointing to. And by the way, this is an illustration in your book, so you could technically just go right to the book and you can see the difference between a good and bad email. But what I really want you to get here in this assignment is how an email is formatted. And there's a couple of things that I want you to do and want you to know. Number 1 is you must have a title block. Now, I know the email program you use to create an email automatically does that, but for the purposes of this class, I want you to create a title block with the date, with the to line, the CC line, the subject line, the from line, etc. So please put all of that in your email. It should be single-spaced at the top, real nice and tight. Then the body of your message, of course, should use design elements for readability. You can see here this good email sample has a nice numbered list, has some bold text in there to make important things stand out. And then very important on an email is that you have a full signature block. If you look at the bottom here, this good email has the name of the person, has their title, has the company they work for, as well as their phone numbers, extensions, and email address. So a business email should always include a full signature block. So I'm going to be looking for that on your email that you're going to write next week. So that's your homework assignment, and that is your writing assignment. And I want to make sure that you understand that. So you're going to be reformatting a email, or how to format an email. That's your writing assignment. Of course, we also have exam number 3 this week. So make sure you study chapters 7 and 8 and that you learn how to format the email based off that assignment. Please download those documents and write or type in your answers on the columns on both sides, and then resubmit that by selecting Start Assignment at the top right, and then you can upload or attach your document. Real quick, just going back to last week, you guys did do a parking memo. Actually, it was the week before that you did the formatting of a letter and a memo. I already graded all those, but it took me quite a while because I have like 90 students in my 3 classes. So I'm going to have the same struggle here with this parking memo. I'll try and get them all done by Friday at the latest. That way you have time to look at it, implement whatever changes that you need to on your next writing assignments. But I'll be grading those over the course of this week coming up. So that's pretty much it. Keep up the good work. We have module week 4. We have week 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14. Actually, 15, yeah. So we have 4 more weeks of instruction, and then the last week is just your final check-in assignment and your final exam. There's no work to be done on that last week. So keep up the good work, everybody. If you need anything from me, don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. And if you have any questions about any of the writing assignments, just please reach out to me, or you can join me in my office hours Monday at 11 to 12:15. You can log in by just selecting the office hours link on the homepage, and you can meet with